This is the intriguing-looking multi-purpose indoor stadium known as the Alamo Dome in the heart of San Antonio, Texas, the sparkling new home of the San Antonio Spurs. And the big trade with Dennis Rodman going from Detroit to San Antonio for Sean Elliott. Rodman, of course, bolsters the rebounding and defense, but overall, does he make the Spurs a better ball club, Jim?
Yeah, and did they give up too much? You're talking about all-star Sean Elliott, tremendous young player, so a lot of people think Detroit got the better of that deal. Now with Rodman, you get a character. I mean, he has some bizarre, unusual behavior, off the court. But regardless of that, his game on the court is always solid. He does not compromise. And you can look at his numbers over the past few seasons. First team, all defensive team the last 5 years. He has led the NBA in rebounding the last 2 years, and he's led the league in offensive rebounds the last 3 years. So he does come to play the game, and I guarantee you he brings a little fun along with it.
He really enjoys it too, and obviously that was an old picture. He looks more like Wesley Snipes right now from Demolition Man with the blonde hair. And there he is. You can't miss him, can you? Dennis Rodman. But looks can be deceiving. Don't let the Wesley Snipes Demolition Man blonde hair fool you.
All the tattoos, and he's got 9 of them. Count them, 9. We can't see them all, of course.
I was just going to ask you. I don't want to know where the others are. Jim.
He is a little unusual, but he's a very engaging young man and very polite with people, and he's kind of innocent and childlike in so many ways.
Doesn't that remind you of somebody, though?
I knew you were going to get that.
A lot of it was orchestrated because of the unhappiness. The maneuver by Anderson results in Zippo.
The rebound.
Quick release by the left-hander Avery Johnson. Rodman, and he is hammered by Spencer for the foul. Spencer picks up his first. Dennis Rodman, who has led the league in rebounding the last 2 years, 53% last year, 67 though in the preseason.
Very bad depth perception here, and you got to get used to it. You see a good angle there, straight through, but those people are a lot further back than they appear on the television screen.
Well, Rodman makes 1 out of 2. Avery, who was getting the minimum, $180,000 with the Spurs last year, wanted about $1 million for this season. Here's Sprewell now on the drive. Beat the clock, but couldn't get it to go down. Rodman with another rebound. Sleepy Floyd, way off. Ball batted around, saved by Rodman.
Now the 1-point lead. Well, they still have the 2-point lead, but reminiscent.
Avery Johnson with 2. Has to force it. Rodman did into the hands of AJ. Back to Owens. Long 2. Another rebound for Rodman. Dennis Rodman has 6 rebounds. Rodman with his first field goal.
The fans here, a special day at the Alamo Dome, said you can hate me or you can love me, but I'm going to come to play. That's the bottom line.
Now he says he's ready to get solid. And the foul is on Rodman. He, like many ball players, despises the preseason. In fact, he had a couple of run-ins already, missing a couple of planes or a couple of buses and being late to a shoot-around. He's been fined a couple of times already.
Warriors are close.
Anderson off the turnaround. Rebound by Dennis Rodman. There's your time, less than 2 seconds. It goes back to the Golden State Warriors with 1.7.
Rodman totally surprised that Dale Ellis would pass up a shot, throw it back to him in the corner. He was still out of bounds.
Lloyd Daniels looking to take advantage. Can't stick. Robinson posting down low against Gatling. Turns and fires.
Rodman didn't get the rebound, but he forced Spencer to knock it out of bounds.
Using the muscle, Gatling taps it over to himself, curls it around Rodman, and Rodman and Gatling have some words.
Gatling went at him with a slap. Sprewell, he can exploit him. Daniels is a head turner.
There's an illegal defense call. They might have had 15,000, but it sounded like 36,000. Here, 36,000 sounds like 1,000.
And one reason it sounds like 1,000 is the scoreboard. When you're talking about the Spurs with 23 points, and they've played 3/4 of the first half.
You saw Rodman go off. I think he's got a cut chin. He has to automatically go out and take that into account. The trainer looks like a little mercurochrome there. 36,000 plus. The estimated crowd, new opening night record of the NBA. The rebound by Dennis Rodman. Loses Del Negro, high off the glass, the tip by Lloyd. And Rodman finally chases him down. Shot clock down to 6. Again, the chant of butter from the bench to get the with another rebound. Grayer, no. Long rebound off Owens into the hands of Rodman. Fast break Spurs. Here's Cummings. Back to Sleepy Floyd. Terrible spree for three. Tipped by Grayer. Alexander got it.
Also 23-22, so it's close in the rebounding situation.
Yeah, but it hasn't been.
And you've read lots of stuff about Dennis Rodman. He doesn't deny all that's been published about him. They gave up a young all-star in Sean Elliott, a shooting small forward and an off guard. And Detroit has a very, very fine ball player for years to come. Dennis Rodman, at age 31, has to do it right now for the Spurs, but they think this will be the best rebounding team in the NBA. At least his teammates think so far.
13 of those 24 rebounds courtesy of the new guy, Rodman. Sprewell beats Anderson, and then out of nowhere, David Robinson with the rejection. Jennings and Rodman will jump it up.
I think Keith Jennings was so intent on using his body to keep Sleepy Floyd away that he really took himself away from the shot. I think he had a pretty good chance to put it up and in, and you're going to see him. This is a great angle to see it. Watch his right hip go into Sleepy Floyd. The little double clutch got him in trouble.
An aggressive Dennis Rodman and Keith Jennings coming together. Rodman at 6'8", Jennings at 5'7". And Jennings went for it. Sprewell over Anderson, looking for his fourth three. Big rebound by Owens. Push-offs as Tommy Nunez on the Spurs.
Big rebound indeed. It's against
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
Would have been two. Daniels with a nifty rebound. Dennis Rodman with another rebound. And finally a whistle. Rodman with his 16th rebound.
Now this is an interesting call. It looked like to me that Byron Houston was totally set and they called the foul inside the miss again. Now it's going to come back out, but watch Byron Houston in the middle of your screen. Is he set? Well, you can't see the action because they were all on the ground there.
One-on-one with Anderson, dishes off, and Chris Gatling with that bad left hand lets it fly. 5 seconds.
A little at a time, and don't rush everything.
Billy Owens, a help out by Robinson, and it worked. Nice tip over to Owens by Big Vic. And Owens blows the easy opportunity.
And Dennis Rodman with a little showmanship. He went to the other side. Now watch Rodman after that rebound. He's talking to the crowd saying, pump it up out of the play.
Robinson out of control. Look at this. Rodman from behind the back, but he was out of bounds with the basketball in the process. This is it. Spree. No. Rebound Rodman. Dennis Rodman just corralled his 19th rebound. And it goes to the Spurs. 19 rebounds for Dennis Rodman over Alexander. Way off. Air ball. But Rodman keeps it alive. Daniels. And it's Avery Johnson. Warriors are trailing by 12. Sprewell goes into the lane. Tough shot. Rodman actually tipped it in inadvertently.
Rodman's still a little frustrated.
Sprewell hands it off to Owens, and he is hacked. Dennis Rodman got him. His third. Off his foot, but in any event, he lost the dribble. Too over anxious. Whitney, no! Still can't get that first field goal. And then Sprewell in sloppy fashion loses possession. Rodman down on his rear end, able to get it off.
Oh, they'll love that.
Good pass. Rodman shovels it off to Sweet Daniels. And a timeout, Golden State. Lloyd Daniels off the fancy pass work.
Still have plenty of time.
Robinson. A lot of control there. Ball comes loose for Billy Owens. And he is fouled on the play. Well, he's really getting shoved around here in this second half. Physically abused. The foul is on Rodman, his fourth. Dennis Rodman with 20 rebounds in the ball game. And Billy Owens will step up to the line.
You saw his eyes there. He's still looking at Rodman. He's taking a couple of glances, and it takes a lot for Billy Owens, to get aroused this way and to get emotional and get upset. And I can tell you right now, he's upset with Dennis Rodman.
His range, and there's an example of it. 85-78, 30 seconds, and Rodman with the stuff. 5 for Rodman to go with his 20 boards. Josh Grant from 3 again, but Anderson got a piece. 25 seconds. Look at Rodman trying to toy with Sprewell, and Sprewell wants no part of it. Rodman getting a standing ovation, egging the crowd on now. Look at Lucas's reaction. Well, as long as they're winning, he'll be smiling when Rodman does things like that.
Yeah, you can see him emotionally on the upswing right now. The problem is, it takes a flip-flop when things aren't going in the right direction.
John Lucas said, as far as Rodman, look at this, they're clowning around now. He said that was strictly a professional transaction for basketball when they picked up Dennis Rodman. He doesn't want to know from Rodman's problems. Rodman, lots of personal problems in Detroit. I want to find him in the parking lot with a rifle at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Look what he did. He threw it off there.
Believe that?
He tried to get an offensive rebound.
Yes.
He missed the free throw.
And it has no bearing on the score. Look at Lucas's reaction.
He wanted another rebound to get an offensive rebound and give himself an advantage if it is Dennis Rodman. And maybe he wants Rodman to get a hand. John Lucas, there it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's for a punishment. It's just that he wants him to get a hand. Dennis Rodman leaves with 21 rebounds. New opening night record crowd on hand, 36,523.